Welcome back, everybody. Tram Jam TV here, live from Dover. The Monster Mile, getting ready to join into a fixed race here in the Cup cars. We'll get parked here so we can get transitioned over. Appreciate y'all tuning in here. We'll get moved over. Get some other stuff activated here for you. Chat. And get our fuel calculator up there. Again, appreciate y'all tuning in here. Tuning in. That was tuning and joining all in one word. Sorry about that. Appreciate y'all tuning in here. Make yourself at home. Sit back, relax. Let me have all the stress. Monster Mile is chaos. Door to door, sliding, banging. Got to keep the tires on it in order to do anything here. So should be an interesting race. Last time I looked, there were just short of 30 people in. We'll see how many are in the session that we end up in. Just got everything dialed in here again. Was kind of doing some testing with the next gen car. Way different animal. Way different animal, different sound, different handling, different viewpoint through the cockpit, everything. So, oh wow, 24. So that's a good room. Good full lobby. Make sure we have what we want here. We're going to take that bias down a little bit more towards the rear for now, which what we'll end up doing is actually going into our button box here, and we'll select the in-car adjustment, and we'll go ahead and turn that brake bias back to where we were. If you want to get one of these for your sim rig, please don't hesitate to check out our eBay store, simboxstore on eBay. 32 function button box. Got your ignition toggle, your starter, all of our volumes across the top, all of our communications right here, all of our pit strat right here, a couple of league preference things, whether it be fast repair or the yellow for caution in the league that I'm in, and then the rotary knobs really kind of move us through the black boxes, and then you preset them to view whatever you need to view. Let's go ahead and get a couple laps turned here. It's already advancing. That's all right. We got a couple of laps of practice right before the stream started, so we'll just get ready to qualify, and should be a great race. This many drivers, it should be good, as long as everybody's got some patience today. Just kind of scanning through the names here. I know it's kind of hard to see behind the chat, but I can see it fine. Don't recognize anybody from here. All right.
They're showing us the third black flag as a warning. We'd better start looking like we belong here. Get your act together. Otherwise, they're going to pull us out of qualifying.
I don't know why he's so upset. Touched that apron and it screwed our lap up. See if we fall much lower than that. It was a decent first lap, but we touched that apron coming out of 2, and it just jacked our arc up.
There's the checker.
That's how technical this track is. A lot of people say, you're just turning left, you're just turning left, you're just chasing each other. There's so many technicalities to it, a lot like road racing. Your entry point and your exit point dictate everything about how the race will go, how you manage your tires, manage your fuel, all of those things. Fallen the 10th so far. That's okay. It puts us on the outside, though. I wish we'd fall one more. We need to get on the inside. Well, 12th. We were hoping for an odd number. So far, we're staying even, but less than 2 minutes to go here, so we could end up dropping one more. Like I said, if we can get that inside line, we'd be much better off. We were about a half second off the pole pace, but again, that was our out lap. Should have had a little bit better time on our second lap had I not clipped that apron just slightly with that inside tire. There we go. That bumped us to 13th. If we can stay right there, that'd be great. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe. We lost it. Oh, we got it back. Be sure, please, to like, subscribe on YouTube. Hit that notification bell if you want to know as soon as we go either A, live, or B, get the latest installment of videos. Be sure to friend and follow right here on Twitch. Really appreciate the support. Tram Jam TV here, brought to you by the Simbox Store. You get your 32 function button box, 6-foot USB cord, wire it all up how you need it. Mine go right here to this hub. It's all plug and play. The only driver needed is you. You should have, Drew. Welcome, everybody. Drew's Network, part of the mod squad. One of the moderators over here. There was a couple of live notifications. I went live with the next gen car, and it was 150 laps at Martinsville. That went horribly wrong. There was only 6 drivers in there, and a couple of spins and wreck, and it just wasn't going to be worth hanging out for 2 hours in there. So jumped out of there, jumped into this. Yeah, man, this is just officials. This is just a fixed officials at Dover, 60 laps, 3 sets of tires, the ones on the car, 2 more in the pits.
12, I think I raced you last night.
Fuel's looking like 99 laps. As you show right here on the iracing calculator, 133. That's inaccurate. That's based on what you're burning at the time with the fuel balance in the tank. And obviously we're not burning anything. The vehicle's off. But this is the calculator that's basically trying to calculate out what your fuel burn is versus the laps that you have, and then what you'll have at the end of the race, how many gallons, etc. So it's saying we should have about 7 gallons at the end of the race. Go ahead and get this thing fired up. Do have a fuel tank, full fuel tank here. Again, 60 laps. It's going to be a lot of white knuckle driving, beating and banging, close quarter combat here. Oh, the old Krispy Kreme car. See, snap on. Couldn't tell if that's a DeWalt or Interstate Batteries. I see a Hendrick logo and Exalta up there, so
Check old Drew out. He's got a whopping 12 rating plus there.
Yeah, the lead car here is almost 8,000 rating. Definitely ought to be on the pole, that's for sure.
It's Warren Big
You
Kyle.
have 2 additional sets of tyres for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
I got a pristine 89 Honda Civic with only 15,000 miles on it.
What is this guy talking about? His Honda Civic.
That's a Honda Civic. How dare you?
That's right.
You should tell them that they hanged up on me.
All right, here we go. We're going to get going for our outlap.
When you pick up the phone for him, just say, "Hi, this is Special Agent so-and-so." They hang right up as well. Go ahead.
Alright, man, we're going green.
I usually
next
do that
time,
when they
right?
call about
Alright, man,
Social
line up on the
Security.
inside
Hello,
row.
I'm the
Your road is
Homeland
closed.
Security Agent Johnson. How may I help you?
They're already chatting it up like crazy. We're 1 to green here. Hopefully they'll get it tightened up. We can get this thing going. There's no telling which way this race is going to go. It's either going to be ultra competitive or ultra yellow flags. We'll see here. Impersonating a federal officer. Is that what he was doing?
That one
He's still talking about something. That's what I mean. Some of these guys just like to run their heads. If they'd run these motors as much as they run their head, they might actually get somewhere.
Get ready.
Need to tighten up. Bad.
The pace car is in.
Big accordion. And they're going.
Green, green, green. You got one outside.
That would have been nice to know a long time ago. That's why I looked out there. I had no idea he was out there.
Clear high, clear high.
Ooh, you cut me off, bud. You knew you weren't going to make that turn. Come on.
Outside. Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
Had I not gotten the brakes, we both wouldn't have made it through that.
Still there. Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
I'll let him go. He's going to race his life for 14th spot.
You can have it low.
See, and then he can't hold it together.
Outside. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
Sorry for the bump there, driver. You were getting a little squirrely and I couldn't check up in time. I don't know how that wasn't a yellow. Yeah, I know. It's odd. This track is a self-cleaning track, though. As you can see from the banking, it sweeps itself down to the left. So the moment you break traction and lose control, you just go to the inside. And if you don't come back up, then that's where it stays. We don't want to push it too hard too early on. We want to ruin the right front where it won't turn. Hoping they'll kind of do that for us. Start to back this corner up a little bit so we can get a decent run off. That's what you want to do. Start just a little bit high and start to dip it in towards the bottom so you can go full throttle and get that run. was really glad that guy didn't come back down and hit me as we were kind of going underneath it. That's why I pinned the throttle to get by him. It is a fun track, Drew. If you can get in a rhythm here, it's a really fun track.
Pit road is closed. Catch the 12 car. Pass the 8 car. Catch the 12 car.
Clutching just to save fuel, but we really don't need it. That was 10 laps. We're not going to pit. It's not a hard aerodynamic track, so we're not worried about that little bump that we had early.
Catch the 12 car.
10-4.
Tires.
Pit road is now open.
I mean, truth be told, if everybody pits, we'll pit. But track position's a lot here too, and we only went 10 laps, so
Just got, looks like some scrape behind the front tire. I don't know if that's the design, but yeah, looks pretty good.
it's only a 60 lap race. Looks like
Hey,
a lot of takers for tires. Some are fainting out. You know what? We're going to go ahead and stay with it. We'll go ahead and get the tires.
Yeah, I gotta hit my brakes here. Come to a stop for a second.
That way we'll be 10 lap newer tires, like you said, whenever we come back to the green. I need this guy to go. My pit's right here. No damage.
For some reason, my steering wheel likes to recalibrate itself after every restart.
You guys been drinking already. What time is it?
That's it, go.
It depends, Drew. This race we started with 2 in the bank and 1 on the car, so basically counted as 3 sets total.
Be mindful, you only have 1 set of tires remaining. Line up single file.
That's 5
Catch
o'clock
the
somewhere
6
indeed.
car.
We just beat out that car right there coming to the green, or sorry, coming to the end of pit road, so that worked out well for us. So I'm doing something on another monitor over here. Keep them running over these people. There we go. What are you up to today, Drew?
Pass the 9, pass the...
How many people didn't pit there?
Top 8.
What was y'all's tires at?
96. 97.
98.
99. That was 100 all the way around. I didn't even pit.
There it is.
Good call, pal.
Tire hack not execute. $5 a pop. Come and get it.
Hey, I'm on that same tire hack right now.
Worked from 5 a.m. to 1 today. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, just the quality of my driving when it's been down there, that's why I don't bother qualifying.
They're opening your building that early
I mean, it's
for y'all to
60
pull
laps and it's still at
what
100%.
pull orders for the folks that are coming first thing or what? That's early.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside
3
road.
a.m. 4 coming at 4 a.m. Goodness gracious. I don't know about all that. But you're young. You can handle it. That right there is what makes you old. Did a lot of that through college, working at UPS, loading trucks. Go to work at 2 in the morning. Work till 8:30. So it was only like 6.5 hours, but man, you had to get up at 1 in the morning to do it. Alright, looks like the top 8 did not take tires. Our tires are only
Get ready.
11 laps newer. Again, if we can keep them on the
Alright,
car,
man. Eight
that's
cars in.
really where that pit will pay dividends.
Green flag, green flag.
Heck of a jump that inside line got. I don't know if I was sleeping or the outside line was sleeping, but
Side,
didn't feel like we got much of a jump there at all.
stay high. Clear low, clear low. Got one
What game you want to play while you watch the stream? Well, what do you got over there? What are you into these days?
All clear, all clear.
Break point. There you go. Oh, these guys are getting hairy here. Everybody's got new tires now. They want to be hero.
Got one inside.
That
Clear
guy,
low,
goodness
clear low.
gracious,
Inside,
just sent me up the track.
clear low, clear low. Got one inside. Still there. Clear low, clear low. Inside.
Man, these guys are pushing hard right
All
now.
clear, all clear.
This 24 on the inside up there, the one that looks like the old Jeff Gordon car, is holding everybody up right now.
Got one outside. Stay low. Stay low. You're clear high, clear high. Outside. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
Yeah, that 24 is dangerous.
Go there. Hold your line.
I don't really want to be next to him, but no other choice at the moment. See if I can drag race him here,
Go there. Hold your line.
carry some speed and get around him if I can.
Go there. Hold your line. All clear, all clear. You got one inside. Go there. Hold your line.
Oh,
3 wide, you're in the middle. Clear, 2 wide. Clear low, clear low. You got one inside. Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is
we
out.
got,
Line up,
man,
single file.
4x for that guy hitting
Sorry,
us.
sorry, yeah,
Well,
sorry.
car
Come
by,
down into
he
me.
had the position when the yellow flag came out. Let the 12. Car by, he had the position when the yellow flag came
Need to
out.
try to let that 12 by here. I'm gonna try to move down below the 7.
Yeah, it wasn't me, 24. Someone else, you. Who was on the
Pass
outside.
7, pass the... Catch the 8 car. Pit road is now open.
The 24 was dancing quite a bit there, and then somebody on the inside got into the car that was against the wall, and then it just kind of chain effect from there.
Catch the 8 car.
Yeah, exactly, Drew. I couldn't agree more.
No, I straight got ran over.
Couldn't agree more.
Let the 8 car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out. Catch the 24 car.
So now all those cars that didn't pit are going to pit, and we pitted, so we stay out. This guy in front of us, he's all over the road.
Car 21. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
Yeah, the
Let the 21
incident
car by.
system is absolute garbage. You get hit in the door and you get 4x, and from somebody else hitting the wall and coming down into you, and it's just,
All right,
it
passing of the yellow.
sucks.
Cool.
We're here trying to earn SR and IR. Granted, the SR is what gets affected the most by that 4X, but I mean, at this point, 6 years into this, going on 7 years, and this has been the same way the whole time.
9190.
Thanks, 12 for running me over, bud.
So far, though, not a bad race. Up to this point, only 4X. We got from that car running into us. I think we might have a little bit of right front fender damage. Get my mouse working right here.
There you go, man. You're
From
doing
that
real
car
good.
getting into
Keep
us or
hitting your mark.
something, and maybe that's why we got the 4X, because of the location of the damage, like where the impact happened, but we didn't cause it, we got hit, so I agree. Getting the system fixed would be ideal. At least we're starting on the inside row here. We're with people that have all pitted, and then looks like, as you can see it right there, P6 is the break to P7, so they have 12 lap newer tires,
Where are
but
you, 11?
we only had about 8-9 laps of actual green flag running on these tires, and we weren't running hard because we were in a pack, so all of these drivers that are right here around me should be okay.
So I got tagged someone coming across the track.
We'll see how it goes.
So you're aware.
P7 was the pole, highest I rating in the room, so he's going to be trying to surge, get back to the lead, with him being the first car with brand new tires and actually restarting right behind us. Goes first, third, fifth, seventh, and he's in P7, we're in P5, so he'll be restarting right behind us. As long as he doesn't run us over, we'll be okay.
All right, man, we're going green next time by. All right, man, line up on the inside row.
Fuel is going to be good no matter what.
22 is going to be pitting in this time if I can find a hole down the backstretch. If not, coming in next time.
Yeah, that car got a black flag for passing onto yellow for some reason. I don't know if somebody just parked or what, but people will do that from time to time. They'll just stop on the track, and instead of towing, they sit there and they sit there and they sit there, and then if you keep going because that's what you need to do, you end up with a black flag for it. I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but it's possible.
So I'm not going to go in there too crazy.
Get ready here.
Get ready. All right, man. Pace car is in. Green, green, green. Good job, man. You're up a bit.
There's that 24 still in the way. Oh, we're tight.
Inside.
He's got brand new tires. We're going to have to let him go.
You're not appreciate it.
On the low side.
All of these guys have brand new tires.
Stay high. Here's the car on the low side. Clear low, clear low.
I'm just going to get railroaded there.
You got one outside.
Got a little loose off there.
All clear, all clear.
We'll make
Got
them
one
earn it.
outside.
They're going to take
Still
it.
there. You're clear high, clear high.
There's a 24.
Outside.
Sorry, Kyle, I was trying to cut you off there.
3 wide, you're in the middle.
3 wide.
Clear high,
Okay.
Clear high. 2 wide there. Still there. All clear, all clear. You got one inside.
These guys with new tires want to be Supermen.
Clear low, clear low. Inside.
I got to get that 24 away from me.
Stay high. Clear low, clear low.
A little more front brake instead of rear brake. We've already kind of cooked the right rear, trying to get in the throttle, and I don't need it cooked more on the brakes, so slowly transition that thing to more to the front brake. I can fix the acceleration problem, but I can't fix the braking problem. You got to be able to turn.
Alright, man. Halfway this time by.
Yes. It's a mechanical adjustment that changes the brake pressure. More pressure to the front or more pressure to the rear. So if you're going into the corner and hitting the brakes and the rear end's trying to come from out from underneath you, then you adjust it more to the front or to the to the right.
Inside.
You move it to the right and it adjusts it to the front.
Still there. Slow car down low.
All right, we needed that caution. We needed that caution.
Your road is closed. Catch the 7 car.
Race is halfway. We only have one set left. I'm kind of wondering if we should have stayed out on that first go, kind of like the leaders did. Yeah. Problem is, if we take these tires, that's it for the rest of the race. We'd restart around lap 40. Not even. Probably more like 36, 37. So we'd have 25 laps to go on that one set of tires. The leaders are staying out. I'm half tempted to. But man, we cooked that right rear. We'll go ahead and get them.
Kind of bullshit. You're just dragging your ass back there, 21.
I was waiting for the 19 to pass me so I could pit.
22 seconds of repairs.
19 was 3 cars in front of you, bro.
95 and 93. That's why we were drifting, was the 93.
You passed me way before the
We're
19
going to sit here a
passed.
minute. Get some of that damage fixed. I don't see the pace car on our
I
telemetry.
waited for the 19 to go
Oh,
by,
yeah.
and you
Old
were still back
iRacing
there.
drama.
I passed you, and then I passed you, and then you passed me back again. So I just let you go.
Pace car, and
Alright,
we're
that's
off.
it. Go.
Seemed like you wanted to be in front of me really bad.
That's it for tires. Make them last the rest of the race. Line up single file. Catch the 9 car. Pass the 9, pass the... Pass the 22, pass the...
All right, so we went from P10 to 14th and took our tires. Looks like P13 took tires. Looks like P12 did not. So P12 and North didn't take tires. Look at P3. That original pit that we took is all he's had, and he's holding P3. Way to go. He must either like the track, like the setup, or something. Old 8,000 I rating up there. Back to the front. All these guys are going to be pushing so hard. New tire heroes. I'm going to have to keep the rubber on the car this time. We out of tires. We obviously cooked that right rear pretty good. Those tires were only
All right, man, we're going green next time by. All right,
23
man.
laps
Line up on
old.
the outside row now.
And we'd cooked that right rear that much. So we're going to have to do a way better job.
Car.
We've got more front brake in it this time. So I think that's going to help. The only issue is early on we may turn it down just a touch. Too much front brake will send this car straight, trying to get my hand down here where you can see it, straight towards the wall, because all the brake pressure's up front. So instead of helping that rear brake help you to kind of make the turn, too much front braking, it'll just push out. So that's why you're adjusting that brake on the fly, is to get more turn or less turn. And we were getting too much turn because we cooked the right rear. That's why we dialed that brake towards the front a little more. So instead of turning it back down to where we started the race at 1, we're starting it at 1.5. Just turn it to 2. We'll see how it acts here in the first couple of turns. We can adjust it. So
Get ready.
restarting 14th.
The pace car is in.
This guy needs to tighten up bad.
Green, green, green.
He drove into the wall and I chased him.
Got one outside. You're clear high, clear high.
We don't want to overdrive it early here. Because you'll wear out one of the two, either the right front or the right rear.
Outside. You're clear high, clear high. You got one outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Gregory's going to run us over. Lap down car.
You got
We'll
one
let him
inside.
go. No point.
Clear low, clear low.
There's one driver that had lap 11 tires. No wonder why he's going
You got one
backwards.
outside.
It was a bad call on your end,
All
bud.
clear, all clear.
That 22 car that was leaning on us is leaning on that 24 now. That 24 makes mistakes when you're behind him. The 22 is not even for position. He's a lap down, so we just need to make sure we don't get caught up in the nonsense. Oh, the 24 car only has...
You got one outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Come on, man.
You got one outside. Stay low. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear.
22 is kind of a joker. Waited until we were going to pass. Cut down in front of us. He obviously overdrove his tires. We're reeling them in now.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear.
Appreciate you.
Same one.
Time to go.
Yeah, his 11 lap older tires, and then he drove around us like we were sitting still in the beginning. He overworked his car for no reason. He's a lap down. I understand him wanting to be the first car a lap down, but he was. He was the first car a lap down even when he was behind us. I don't understand why he overdrove his car like that, but he'll figure it out. Maybe. Maybe he won't. Less than 10 to go here, so see if we can get into the top 10. It's time to start pushing it. We got newer tires than these guys ahead of us.
Got one outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Yeah, big time. He's got older tires too.
Got one inside. Clear low, clear low. All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Your road is closed.
Sorry, man. Tag that frickin' wall coming out of the turn trying to...
Yeah,
like,
dude, had to run.
Pit road is now open.
Trying to give him a little bit of help to get through the corner, right? Just let him know we're back here. We're starting on the inside, so we'll be able to go by him, which is good. It would have actually sucked if we would have passed him, not knowing that the caution's coming out. Now knowing the caution's coming out, we're better on the inside. Ooh, those guys getting their last set of tires with what's going to be less than 5 to go. I don't know about all that. There may be one green, white, checkered allowed, I think. I think that's all it is one. Trust me, buddy, if I would have had more drive there, I would have.
Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside. Let the 9 car by.
So we're still starting P5, which is good after some of those cars pitted. The leader, Drew, was smart enough to stay out. Look at that dude's name, P2. Flyer Farmer? Flyer Farmer. All right. So yeah, starting on the inside is going to be crucial here. We should be able to go by P4, no problem. P3, the guy restarting directly in front of us, has the same lap tires we do. P1 and P2, 11 lap older tires. So this is going to be an interesting finish. Drew's super fast, though. Happy with the top 5, but we're going to push on him here. We'll see what we can get out of it. We just have to make sure that we don't overdrive it going into the corners. I'm happy with where our brake bias is for now. Any more front brake and we would just shove up. Any more rear brake and we'd come around. We needed this cool down on the tires anyway, so it should be somewhat naturally loose when we first get going here because the tire pressures are slowly coming back down with this cool down. I just hope there's not a bunch of cautions right here at the end. It'd be nice if this thing would actually just go. So if you look behind us, P7, the guy starting directly behind us has 20 lap newer tires. I don't know how they pitted and came back out that high in the restart order. That's nuts. Well, that's why. There's only 14 on the lead lap, and all of those from about 7th on back pitted. So as soon as they came out, they got to go around all the lap down cars.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
So he's going to be beating and banging on my back door, but as long as he doesn't turn me, we'll be okay here. I don't know if he's been jumping the restarts, but he's definitely going before the green. Which, I mean, yes, he's jumping the restart, but there is a restart zone, so we'll see when he actually goes.
Alright, man, pace car is in.
And he went way early. Goodness gracious.
Green flag, green flag. Good job, man, you're back. Alright, man, here we go.
And we're 3 wide.
2 wide, you're in the middle. You got 1 outside. 2 wide there. You're clear high.
Wow.
2 wide there.
I don't know how we lived.
Clear low, clear low. Inside. Stay high.
All those guys with tires are gone.
All clear, all clear. Inside. Alright, man. White flag at the line. Still there.
Wow.
Clear low, clear low. You got 1 outside.
Oh, oh, oh,
All
oh,
clear, all clear.
Six.
Go high.
oh,
Whoever's in that
oh,
black car,
oh,
in.
All
Oh.
clear, all clear. You got 1 outside.
Good day.
You're clear
Oh.
high, clear high. You're clear
Oh.
high, clear
Oh.
high.
Oh. Oh.
Outside.
Thanks for,
Stay low.
thanks for committing in there.
woo!
Clear high. You got 1
What
outside.
a, what a finish.
There's the
Oh, we went from P5 to 12th,
break
but
out home and let's get out
I
of
know. Oh, man. That was as hairy as they come right there. Still only finished with 4X. That's with that kind of finish, that's not bad. I'll take it. We'll have to check that out. Let me pull over here. We'll check that out right there at the end. Yeah, I mean, it was instant 3 wide. We got such a bad jump. I mean, we're in the throttle, just holding the brake. I mean, right there, we're full on in the throttle, and my goodness, we got no momentum going forward here. Let me get this fuel calculator out of the way. There's no point in seeing that. All right. We just got completely woed up. We stalled out the entire inside line. I don't blame this guy at all for going wide right here. I mean, you're racing for the end, and he's got brand new tires. There's 3 wide right here. It was so nice that they kept their wheels straight. I kept mine straight, and we got through there. Let's switch it up to chase so we can see what's going on in front of us here. So they're beating and banging. Whoop. Yeah, that was close. That was real close. Now, I thought the 17 was going to come down. I wouldn't have gone all the way to the bottom. That cost me 2 spots right here. That guy clipped me, and then this guy went around me. But I thought this car right here, this 17, was going to come down and hit us because he was just here involved. Goes up the track, smacks the wall, and then starts coming downhill. I thought he was going to hit us. As soon as I stuck it down there, it lost all its traction. Whew. Goodness gracious. Let's see what happened. It's going to be the 60. Well, it's not the 60s. Car number 5, but he's got stamp numbers on his car. Oh, he got the wall. Yep. That's all on the 60. Here we go. Whew. Wow. Man, what a good race otherwise, though. What a good race otherwise. Well, look, appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. See you right here on Tram Jam TV. Be looking for us right here tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at Sonoma for the NAISCC North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge at Sonoma. Going to be quite the adventure. So thanks again for tuning in here, and we'll see you over there this evening. Take care.